Oh, hey guys, it's your boy Luke from Luke's Garage Gym, and today I'm going to cover some cable attachments, some attachments on my rack that I personally enjoy in my home gym. Love for you guys to stick around to see what I like, see if you do as well. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, before we get started on today's video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because your boy is pushing out content every Thursday at 6 p.m. US Central Time. Today we're covering cable attachments and attachments that I personally, I'm really enjoying them, and you'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. All these products will be linked in the description. If you use that link and that code as well, I get a small commission. That commission helps me as a small creator get a kickback to help me create more videos out there for you guys in the home gym. So today, let's get started on my first one that honestly got in about a month ago, and I can see why there's so much popularity to his brand and what he has. And what we have here is Darko, and we have is his Longy Bar. So essentially this bar, what it does is it can connect to your cable systems. It can connect to your landmine so that you get versatile functionality in your systems and do so many exercises. Why I like it? Because to be honest, I love that I can hook it up to my Maxim rack, so I'm getting that 1-to-1 ratio. Obviously I could do is, connect these together and do the same, but I do think for people out there that complain about 2-to-1 sucks, 2-to-1 sucks, 2-to-1 sucks, and your rack doesn't have articulating arms, this Longy Bar will solve that problem. You connect it together, you can hook this up to do lat pull downs. You can do rows. You can steer away from that 2-to-1 because I get half the weight. Usually a stack could be 200 pounds. 100 pounds is not a lot of weight, but combining it together with this makes a difference. And what Darko has to offer is this is made of stainless steel, black powder coat finish. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes on each side, so you can attach your cable attachments throughout both sides for wide to, in the middle here to narrow, so you can hit every single type of part on your body. So you're getting all the functionality and versatility that honestly a piece out there should have. All right, y'all, the next thing I want to cover is this piece here from Mutant Metals is, I am not going to lie, as someone who is a huge home gym snob and loves trying things out, this is honestly, Mutant Metals, this is a work of art. This is their Mutant Metals Dip Attachment. What this has is it has these really, really nice knurled handles here. You got your 3-section here. You can put these on for wide, middle, and then narrow. It fits snugly on my 1-inch hole Maxim X2 rack. There's just no play, like very little play. Like I'm 210 pounds. I could probably put a freaking bus in this thing, and who knows if it even break. So it's a commercialized piece. It is definitely pricey, but honestly, if anyone who really likes spending the money on this type of piece of equipment that's commercialized, supporting a small business, dude, this thing is great. Been starting to do more dips in my training as of recent with Iron Master, so I wanted to get this on because this is something that I've had for a while, and I started to utilize more because not only is it just a really good piece of equipment, I also am trying to incorporate more weighted vest type of exercises, and this is the perfect piece. So Mutant Metals, dude, this thing should be in a museum because it is a thing of beauty. All right, so the next thing I want to cover is my guy at FrogFits. FrogFits is a small business. He does is attachments for your rack or just sprucing up your rack with different accessories. And what I have here is his vault. This vault fits nicely in the 1-inch holes of my rack. I can put my curl bar here. I want to take this on and off to do curls. If I wanted to utilize other barbells or any sort of longer attachment I could put on this, it is just very well made. It can support any Olympic bar, any curl bar out there, and it's very slick. And you can customize the option, the colors, exactly how you want the rack scheme. And this is something that's been on my rack for a while. I made some content on it, but he's just, first of all, just a really good guy. He has a good name in the community. He has good products. And if you're someone who is looking for storage options and supporting a small business, this FrogFits vault It's pretty sick. And I'm excited to also talk about here is this other piece back here. So this other piece here that I want to cover from FrogFits, I had it on the back side of my rack where I usually have it, but it's just a better lighting to be able to show it here. So this is his shadow peg. So what this is 2 pegs on each side, and then you got your front facing here with his FrogFits here that can fit in the 1-inch holes here on both sides. So I would obviously put a bolt here, put this here, but this isn't the secure location where I want it, which is nice. You can put it on different parts of your rack wherever you guys want, wherever fits, you know. So this is a good storage solution for you guys for plates. It has the carabiners here, so you could put on some of your attachments. And actually these carabiners, and how he has it set up, it's got some powder coat, some steel here too, is that the weights, say if you're putting on 25s or could put on 45, it's not gonna fall off, and say there's an animal or like Milo's walking around as I'm filming, like it's not gonna injure them or cause any sort of safety concern. So that's nice, that's tested that aspect. Honestly, I've seen people use, which I can't do this, but you can use both these handles for, if you want to do a belt squat, you could hold on to this. It's just a lot of possibilities with this shadow peg, which again, is small business. I really like it for putting my Ritfit handles, some, you know, some change plates, like lower weight, like 2.5s or 5s. If I wanted to slide it onto the back here for doing more progressive overload, because this goes from 12 to 22 pounds. Maybe I want to do, you know, 15 pounds for a shoulder raise. I would just put that on, so I wouldn't have any issues with that. It's 2 to 1, but you guys understand the concept. So check this out, Shadow Peg, FrogFits. It's honestly a very cool storage solution for the home gym. All right, this next one's gonna surprise you because this is actually, and this is the honest truth, my most used cable attachment. It's this right here. This is Ritfit's D-handles. For 20 bucks, you can get a pair in black and red. It has an aluminum passive knurl handle, and I use these all the time. If you ever are paying attention to the B-roll, a lot of my B-roll and all my videos are me using these. You know, I got a pair of these with the M1 a long time ago, and I was like, dude, these are freaking nice for 20 bucks. Okay. Now, in regards to knurl, it's very, very, very passive, but there's something there for grip. So if I wanted to do a heavier push, heavier pull, I have enough grip strength to be able to power through. For 20 bucks, I'm like, dude, these absolutely shock me. You know, they're durable. They are, you know, I use them all the time, and dude, I'm impressed. You know, they have them on their website. They have on Amazon, which obviously we have all linked here, but guys, this is easily my most used, and you know, for a budget-friendly piece, dude, very underlooked. All right, so I'm gonna do more content on this, but I really wanted to get this on here and show you guys this. Major Fitness finally provided the extender piece on top of the stack so that you can go beyond that 2-to-1 ratio when you're doing your pulling movements. So 170-pound stack, you know, half of that is 85 pounds, which is not enough weight for lat pull downs and rows for 99% of people. So they now offer, it's a little over 100 bucks, is this extension here on both sides. So it's 10 pounds, so if you're pulling it, you know, obviously half that, but you're able to slide your 45s on each side. I mean, you could easily get 2 45s on each side and do a row, and be able to just get past that 2-to-1 ratio issue. Obviously, even the Darko piece, you can line it up on both sides of the Pro here to get that, you know, 1-to-1. You could strap yourself in with the seat belt. So there's multiple options, because the 2-to-1 ratio is a constant issue for a lot of people, because they, you know, can't do as much as they want to do on a heavy pull. They have this system here for Major Fitness. Shout out to them. About freaking time. More content to come, but I had to really show this off, and we'll link this in the description for you guys to check out. Oh, guys, by the way, I forgot to mention, is this thing can be stored out of the way as well. So if you're wanting to use the front for your 2-to-1 for, you know, your pulling movements, so you don't have the extra weight on the side, you pull it up, you pin it in, out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. Listen, this is a long time coming. This is a very, very good product for Major Fitness. Very, very happy they have this out here. More content to come, because this has a lot of potential for the home gym community with this brand. Now, this attachment has been covered on the channel, and it's covered again for a good reason. is my buddy Matt and his Eclipse Grips. So he offers multiple different colors on his website. You know, I love that it fits nicely in your hand. He also is providing some, I think it's leather on the bottom here for more comfort. He also has, there's on their website, I think on Amazon, I don't know if he still sells them right now or not, but you can get the little piece here so it dangles more, so it's easier to hook onto your carabiners. But regardless of those things I mentioned, just the Eclipse Grips itself, guys, Matt is a great dude, school teacher, busts his tail, a great home gym community member, and you see videos all the time of these grips because they're just really a well-made product. Made a full video on it. You know, where do I honestly preferably use these honestly anymore is right there, tricep pushdowns. You know, what's nice is too, I have two of them. If I wanted to go hook this up to my Darko Longy Bar for more of like a two-handed, you know, tricep pushdown or two-handed hammer curl, utilize more of that. But honestly, I use Matt's grips for a lot of my unilateral movements for pushdowns. And to be honest, as someone who, you know, really loves arm day and likes using, you know, like a good grip so I get enough power driving down, these Eclipse grips are just a really well-made product. I do have 5% off in the description for you guys, and it's just a good dude, a good product, supporting the community, supporting a small business. Just a lot of good things to say. Obviously, they're pricey. They're pricey because he's a one-man show. You can't expect, he's not, you know, he doesn't have a million people working for him to be able to get this out at a more affordable price. It's just the name of the game right now. So, you know, supporting him just means a lot. So, yeah, Matt, Eclipse Grips, brother, well done. So a 2-for-1 special with this one, guys. We're going to hold this, shows the gains over here, is we have this Ritfit Curl Bar, which is knurled all the way around. We're going to hold this for a little bit of entertainment as I talk about it for the bicep gains. I'm going to tell you something straight up. You know, it twists around with you. It also has pretty decent knurl. I wouldn't say it's super aggressive, or it's between passive and medium. But I saw this at Home Gym Con, and I'm like, brother, this thing is nice. I do like that it's longer, so you could use it for, you know, more of like a lat, you know, piece. But, you know, I'm gonna do more content on this. But I wanted to say, guys, so far I'm really enjoying this from Ritfit. This curl bar, dude, honestly, it's very well constructed. Check it out in the description. All right, guys, so today my video was covering those cable attachments as attachments for racks that I just newer or I really enjoy in my training. We have more content to come on this style of videos because there's a lot of good brands, small brands especially, that I really like supporting, showing on the channel. Again, you as the watcher, you'll have to let me know, are any of these products you have in your gym you'd want to buy, or you're like, Luke, that's freaking stupid. Luke, that's so freaking expensive. Listen, I am just a guy who likes to work out, who likes talking about products. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not a salesman, which some people feel like that's all we're here for. No, because I actually like working out from home. I actually like trying things, and I like showing all the different varieties. Love to know your favorite piece, and if you do want to support the channel, appreciate that. All that's in the description for you guys. And honestly, cable attachments, rack attachments, pretty impressed. A lot more of that to come, and appreciate all you guys giving the love. And we got more content coming next week on Luke's Garage Gym. It's Luke for Luke's Garage Gym. See you guys later. Whoop, 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 whoop.